This termination is incredibly unprecedented. People hang flags all the time in the park. They didn't give me a chance to defend myself and they terminated me on the spot. It's devastating to dedicate yourself to something that you don't see partisan lines for, to then be the subject of someone's political whims or their desire for a promotion with the current administration.
So ladies and gentlemen, we call this F around and find out. Welcome back to the channel. It is your very mean, hateful, controversial host JD. I hope you're all doing well and are having a great day so far. Now, whilst you may be having a great day, let's be honest, I think there's somebody out there who isn't having a great time right now, and it's this woke Yosemite Park ranger making the rounds, because as you can see with the title, the thumbnail, and as I'm sure a lot of you know, she has been fired for getting involved in some stunning and brave activism. And I hear all the people asking right now who don't know about this story, well, what did she get involved in? You ain't ready for this one. She helped radical woke activists fly a giant transgender flag. I mean, what is that, man? Look at the size of that. But she helped them fly this flag at the Yosemite National Park. Let's all pause the video right now and give this woman and everybody else a round of applause, because as I mentioned, you know, this is truly stunning, brave, progressive. Do you know what makes me laugh about all of this? Not the fact that she got fired, I mean, that is pretty hilarious, but these people always walk around telling everybody, oh, we just want to live our lives, man, we're not forcing things onto anybody, no, man. That's what they sound like, by the way. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking, but hanging a giant transgender flag is not forcing anything onto anybody. No, it's not pushing a message in everybody's face. Not at all. Anyway, before we get into this story, ladies and gentlemen, if you could, as always, make sure to leave a like rating, as it really helps out the video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. We're getting closer and closer to 100k. Thank you guys so much. And also with that, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Comment on this video, share this video, follow my socials down below in the description. You guys know the drill by now, but enough of all of that. Let's all sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Now, for this story today, we actually have to head back all the way to May of 2025. When this video went viral absolutely everywhere on social media. As you can see, Libs of TikTok goes on to post, radical trans activists are flying a giant transgender flag at Yosemite National Park to promote the idea that trans is natural. Anyway, and to protest Donald Trump. They're defacing government property. This needs to be removed at National Park Service. Now, because you guys are so eager to hear what this person has to say, we're going to check out this viral video. I hope you enjoy.
Some carry hate. We carry the largest trans pride flag to ever be flown in a national park, and unfurled it on the side of El Cap to prove a point. That trans is natural. The Trump administration and transphobes would love to have you believe that being trans is unnatural, but species that can transition sexes can be found on every continent and in every ocean on planet Earth. So call it a protest, call it a celebration. We are bringing elevation to liberation. They try to erase us from government websites and education systems and libraries. So we raise this flag higher than ever before, so every trans person knows that they have people that love them in their corner.
Yes, it's all very touching, very emotional. Yeah. Welcome to 2025. Now, apart from that very stunning and brave drag queen, you also may have noticed this person here. This is actually the Yosemite Park ranger who has been fired. So you can see the sort of people she was helping, you know, put this trans flag up. Oh boy, oh boy. The people really have nothing better to do. Seriously. Like, this is what you spend your free time doing, putting up this giant, huge trans flag. That's really how you spend your time. You deserve to be fired on that alone. Anyway, we also have this article making the rounds that was posted by the Daily Mail, and as you can see, it goes on to say, woke Yosemite biologist torches career by hanging transgender flag from famous El Capitan cliff. A wildlife biologist at Yosemite National Park was fired after draping a transgender pride flag from El Capitan, and not just any trans flag, the biggest one we've ever seen. Dr. Shannon Joslin, who holds a PhD in genomics and studies bats, well, she needs a PhD in reality and needs to study common sense, was fired from the park earlier this month following the stunt on May 20th of this year. The 35-year-old, who is non-binary. Now it makes sense. But the 35-year-old, who is non-binary, and 6 other climbers unfurled the 55 by 35 foot pink and blue flag 1/3 of the way up the iconic granite monolith. In doing so, Joslin had failed to demonstrate acceptable conduct, the park's acting deputy superintendent Annika Globicus said in their termination letter. The day after the stunt, new legislation was brought in, outlawing the display of large flags and banners on El Capitan and the rest of the national park. That decision was part of a larger push by the government to limit the amount of political demonstration on public lands. In a social media post explaining the dismissal, Joslin described the role at Yosemite as being their dream job. Well, if this was your dream job, why would you go ahead and do something like this? Why would you spend your time hanging up this huge trans flag? Is your political activism worth more than your job? I hung the flag in my free time, off duty as a private citizen. El Capitan has had flags hung on it for decades and no one has ever been punished for it, only me. And there is the stunning and brave non-binary park ranger. There is the annoying flag, once again. Oh boy, no part of hanging the flag was done on work time. Nothing about it had anything to do with my work, Joslin added. Preservation has been my life's work of Yosemite, the wildlife, the land, recreation of people's rights and safety, of community and acceptance, and now the constitutional First Amendment. I want my rights and I want my career back. Joslin has since revealed they are actively looking for a way to reclaim their job via legal action. My firing isn't just about one ranger, it's about whether everyone has the right to speak freely in the United States. Playing the victim, this kind of targeting threatens the rights of civil servants and by extension all Americans to speak freely. Joslin added, right. Those alongside Joslin included environmental activist and drag queen Patty Jonia. Is that how you say it? Who knows, don't really care. But the drag queen said, "We flew the trans pride flag in Yosemite to make a statement." Yes, well that statement cost this non-binary park ranger her job. Trans people are natural. And trans people are loved. Let this flag fly higher than hate. Right. In a follow-up after Joslin's dismissal, they added, firing S.J. Joslin is a direct violation of their constitutional First Amendment right. But there is a group photo of the woke activists, and above them is the flag. I can't believe, again, people use their free time to do this. Wow. But this former park ranger has now spoken out about the whole situation, and we have a 3-minute video to listen to, which is going to be fun. But More Perfect Union, that posted this video, goes on to say, a worker at Yosemite National Park was just fired for hanging a trans flag on El Capitan in their personal time. It's devastating to dedicate yourself to something that you don't see partisan lines for and then to be the subject of someone's political whims, they told us. Right. But you want to shove a political message into everybody's face, and not just any message, a very big message. But let's listen to this very heartbreaking video. I'm sure we're going to get the tears out. It's going to break our hearts. I'm going to be crying.
This termination is incredibly unprecedented. People hang flags all the time in the park.
Wow. It looks like a parachute.
They didn't give me a chance to defend myself and they terminated me on the spot. It's devastating to dedicate yourself to something that you don't see partisan lines for, to then be the subject of someone's political whims or their desire for a promotion with the current administration. There's a long history of people hanging large flags on El Capitan. The past 2 years, there have been 2 other large flags that were hung. There was an upside-down American flag, and there was a Stop the Genocide flag that were hung. A few years before that, there was a Climate Change is Real flag that was hung. Hanging flags.
So all these leftist liberals are just hanging flags up there.
With climbers, both climbers who are employees and climbers who are not employees. It's a freedom of expression. I planned it in my free time, and I hung it in my free time, all as a private citizen. We were in this time of particular struggle in the trans community. And so I thought that it would be a really amazing symbol, both to myself and to anyone, to hang a flag in the heart of El Cap. Because what better symbol is there than to hang a flag of acceptance for everyone, not just trans people, but just of
flag
acceptance.
That's about.
And in the middle of this naturally formed heart of this iconic
I don't think the flag is about acceptance, if I'm going to be honest.
Valley. I feel like firing me says a lot of things about the Trump administration more broadly. Primarily, it's that the rules only apply to people who they don't agree with. There's an executive order that is an executive order to specifically defend First Amendment rights against federal agencies. And so what happened to me as a private citizen, acting in my private citizen life, is I have been silenced by the federal government.
Have you now?
The acting deputy superintendent gave me the reason that I failed to demonstrate acceptable conduct within my position as a wildlife biologist. My boss was also not consulted, and I've always gotten excellent performance reviews, and I'm generally very well regarded within the park. Yosemite is my everything. This job is my entire identity.
I thought you were non-binary. That's your entire identity, right?
I don't want to go to another park.
Oh.
This is my home. I don't see any kind of political parties when I go and I take care of Yosemite National Park. I only see the park, and I want to take care of the park for everyone because it is public land.
It's public land, and people don't want to see the biggest trans flag in existence being hung up. So very funny story, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear your thoughts down below about this whole thing. Do you think this Yosemite Park ranger should have been fired, or do you think it's wrong to fire her, they, them, it? Who knows what the pronouns are? Do you guys know? Because I certainly don't. But again, you know, as I said at the beginning, as Lips of TikTok also said, when you F around, you find out. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video, follow my socials down below in the description. But until next time, it has been your very mean, hateful, controversial host, JD. Have a great day. Stay safe. And I'm out. Peace.